Hello and welcome to Zen Woman. I'm Kirsty Jones, founder of Zen Woman, and I'm here with you today. We're having a heat wave in the UK. It's boiling, so I thought I'd be outside and make the most because we only usually get summer for about 2 days here, ish. So today we're doing a little bit of talk about the ego. So a lot of us have this idea of the ego. We've heard things, or we've read things, or we think it's this horrible thing, and it can be, when you think of someone with a big ego, someone who's egotistical, they can be very self-centered, very demanding, they can be quite aggressive and overconfident, and that's not necessarily an attractive thing. But we do need ego to some degree, do we not? What do you think? Personally, I've read some books on the matter, and there are some very interesting points on the negatives of the ego. But I think there are also a lot of positives. But how much do we actually need? So the negatives that we've heard, you get people that associate with a label. For instance, you find these people that have that victim label on themselves. And so they will subconsciously put themselves in situations where they can keep that victim label because the ego has connected with that. The ego wants more, stronger, further, better. And it doesn't care if it's a positive or a negative label. So victim, more victim. I want more of that. I want to be a better victim. So we can sometimes get attached to that, which can lead us to feel sorry for ourselves and not take responsibility for our own actions. It blinds us to the realistic situations sometimes. It can also make us overparent. If you give yourself the label of parent, this is when you find overbearing parents way into adulthood. The children have grown up, left home, and the parent is still trying to control, still trying to be more parent, bigger parent, better parent. And again, it's because we've given ourselves that label. And then obviously there's the egotistical person that you meet who just thinks they're amazing, so much better than everyone else. I am bigger, I am better, I am richer, I am stronger, whatever it is. That's not very nice. None of those are traits that we want in ourselves or those around us. Yet this ego thing sneaks up on us. But like I said, it has its positives. For me, when I think about, ditching the ego completely, I think, how would we survive? How would we find our drive to be better, to perform at our best at work, to be the best wife that we can be, the best daughter, the best mother, to evolve? How did the human race evolve without that egotistical drive to be more? I want my tribe to be better. I want a bigger fire. I want to learn to make better food. I want us to grow, to have science. And lastly, the comparison. We compare ourselves to others so that we can improve. This is again egotistical. And this can be good. For instance, I will often go onto Instagram and I will see other people's things, and it inspires me to be better. To do, I can do something like that. I can do something possibly better than that. It pushes me to strive. But that is my ego that wants to be better than that person, who wants to produce more. He wants to be more of a success. Without it, I wouldn't be here talking to you. It's my ego that makes me want to help people. I want to help people, not just because it feels good to help people, because I want to be better. I want to be a better person myself, and I want to spread that to other people. And partly that's egotistical. So how do we know how much is too much, how much to allow, how much to nurture? There's no science, and we don't know. It's really important, I think, to be aware. I think awareness is the key here. Being aware of your ego, when your ego is coming into play, and not allowing it to rule you. We are best when we work in our conjunction with our ego. We allow it to take us to certain levels, but we are not controlled by it. So I'm aware when I'm being egotistical, when I see something and I think, I could make that better. And I go and I make it and I put all my effort into it. But I stop it there. I don't go as far as to say, I am the best artist because I'm not. That's where it goes too far, for me, I think. The only thing I can suggest with regards to working out your ego and what level is best for you is to do a little bit of research. I know we don't always want to, but if you want to be the best version of yourself that you can be without being egotistical, if you want to be strong and confident without making other people feel bad or without trying to dominate, if you want to feel more in control, your true self, not your ego self, if you want to ditch the labels and be all that you can be without those, without the need for those, you've got to do some research. You've got to read some books on the ego, on how it works, on the psychology of it. And you've got to start to be aware of yourself and your behavior and how you're acting. And suddenly you will start to be completely aware of this ego side of yourself. Instead of it being you, your whole self, your only perception is through the ego. It's almost like a little window on the side. You can see it acting, but you're sort of here as well. And you can come together or you can separate it. You have control. You make the decision whether you go along with something or not. So yeah, do some reading, do some research online, some books. Discuss it with other people. Join groups of other people that are into similar things. Talk about it. See how they feel. And just do your best. No one is ever going to be perfect. Don't expect yourself to be. And don't think that you are. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope this serves you well and sets you on a mission of discovery so that you can meet your ego and work together to have a more balanced life. Let me know how you found the video, what you think, how you feel, and how your journey is going. I'm always open to discussing these things and sharing our experiences. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.